All right, so we are nearly there. So there's not much I really need to do other than probably a bit of color grading and sharpening. So first, let's convert this. Let's do a bit of sharpening. I used to do it with high pass, but now I generally use camera raw. And yeah, I generally so you can hold down Alt here, and then you can sort of select how much you want to be sharpening, and then like it doesn't need much. Yeah, it's usually around that. And then effects like maybe texture. Yeah, this will bring, I guess, detail out, and you can do it all at once, which I will do now. And again, like do it, undo it, and then paste it in, probably 40%. Well, actually, let's do 100% on the areas where I know that I want to do it. Yeah. All right, and let's sort out this mess of so hair, masking. Yeah, let's do a folder called masking. And let's chuck all that in there. Then, yeah, this is also masking, I guess. I'll have to put this at the bottom because it won't be. Okay. And then, yeah, I still have the t-shirt to do. I haven't done that yet. All right, so this is sharpening. I'm never usually this organized at all. Usually they're just a mess of things, but I know what I'm doing. I'm just doing this, I guess, because yeah, now I'm sort of talking through what I'm doing, and I would say that actually takes more mental power in referencing than just, I'd just be sharpening now, and then I'd do the next thing, and then I'd do the next thing, and I'm not really having to go back to anything here. And also, like here, I would just stamp it and then turn everything off. And I wouldn't really think too much about it. It's like, so otherwise the size of the files and the amount of layers at this sort of quality, you start to feel it on the snappiness of your editing. But yeah, for this, because I'm coming backwards and forwards for it, then yeah, I sort of need to remember. So that's why. All right, so we're sharpening out this, and then I'll probably go to 40%. So again, the eyes are important. The mouth is important. And then if I come back, I'll probably go to 30% and just do an overall sharpness of this. And then, yeah, again, sort of this. And that's enough, really. Then, yeah, let's maybe have a look at yeah, like maybe have a look at the skin tones. Might just take a little bit out of it. Yeah, it's not much. And maybe let's Let's get some of this reds. Yeah, that's I'm just toning it back. Yeah, it's not much, but I feel it's necessary. Yeah, these are subtle. We're just finishing off now. These are not big adjustments. Yeah, I quite like that. Let's do a color balance and just have a little bit of a play. Again, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see these changes. Here we are leaning a little bit towards the yellows. There's a bit of warmth to it. Here, it's a bit, this is colder. And I would say we are good as we are. Also, by doing this, I can challenge my decisions a little bit by, do I like this? If I've added a little bit of reds, does it warm it up? Does it, it's again a feeling, but I'm pretty happy with this. So the last little, change that I need to do is, so I'm going to get a brush. And we're going to take one of these higher colors and we're just going to 100% it. Maybe a little bit darker actually. Maybe, no, that's higher. And that could be because no, it is taking the actual point. Let's go in a bit and take, yeah, maybe that is better. No, it's still bright. Yeah, that's too dark. All right, rather than trying to pick the point, let's actually just get somewhere where we would like it. All right, let's try that. So I'm just going to bring up the blacks till I've got all the detail like this. And then let's separate it and we can just... All right. Now we can actually actually so we're just knocking out the highlights, but it's not good. But maybe this is more of a two-stage thing. Let's go back to here. Let's bring that back a little bit, or maybe, yeah, maybe we actually need to fill it in. Yeah, like that. Okay, well, it looks bad now, but give me a chance. What I tend to do with these, I guess this is where doing it for so many years that you work towards something that works and you sort of guarantee and you're not wasting too much time. Then let's go. Yeah, I tell you what I should be doing, which I'm not, which I will, is I need to take this color, make a solid color. Okay. And I'll take this. I'll make a mask. And then that can go. Oh, actually, let's copy the layer settings. Paste layer styles. Let's delete that. And then, oh, we don't need that. That can go. Deselect. And then this can be inverted, and there we are. And now I can actually just fill in and make sure that I get everything. And that's the benefit of having a mask. You can check that you've covered everything. Okay, let's take it off the mask and then go in here. All right. All right, that's good. But it's not looking good. So next, what I'm going to do is actually just take a color off here, like a dark. Okay, first I need to actually. Sometimes it's just easier doing that than. Anyway, and then I need to make a solid layer. Solid color. Should take that. Then we need to take the mask that we just made and apply it here. Black, deselect, and then obviously invert it. And now do we just? I think. Yeah, we probably just need to So do you see what I'm saying? So I've just literally just darkening it off, and then here I'm just darkening the whole area. And then maybe if I add, so let's just call this t-shirt, and then I'll delete the other one, which was sort of my first attempt. And then maybe if I add a curves adjustment layer up here and apply it, yeah, it's weird that it's already applying something. Why is that? Or maybe it's not. No, it's not. So what happened? Yeah, what did I do there? Maybe it's because these have, yeah. Yeah, or maybe, yeah, maybe actually that needs to just be below. Yeah, I think that is. Hang on, anyway, let's do it below. Where did that come from? Oh, that's my sorry, I'm mixing everything up here. I need to bring this down to here. Okay, that's better. And then, yeah, let's, no, I've got to apply it. Anyway. That's probably better. Do I need to bring the whole thing down? No, I don't. Then let's just invert that. All right, let's sort it out. Yeah, maybe it just needs that. It's just a hint. It's just, oh, all right. It's just a hint of darkness. And what I can do then to make sure that I'm not all right, so let's see where we are with that. Yeah, that's too heavy. Yeah, that's perfect. So we just toned it down slightly, so it really blends in with the top. And I guess, again, less to annoy you. So I'm pretty sure that when I look at this now, I go straight to the eyes. We have sort of 15 more minutes. So yeah, I would sort of say this is done, but I will just, I guess we can just, I wonder. So that's, I'm just looking at the values. That's 22, 22, 22. And that's 22, 22. That's 22. So the RGB value, basically. I'm just looking at the hardest shadows across the whole thing. That's 22. That's 25 here. That's 22. Yeah, so 22 is the, so if I make a new layer and we do 22, 22, 22. All right, and then we go to lightness. Then basically any shadow would now be 22. So if there's anything darker than that, it'll bring it up to 22. So then I can sort of guarantee that the blacks or in this image, the deepest it gets is 22, which is what I want. The last thing I think is I can add a little bit more highlights in the cheeks. So let's do that. I'll cheat a little bit and do a dodge and burn gray. Dodge and burn curves is just like doing two curves layers and using black and white on the mask to do the same thing. I would say that that's a worse way than doing dodge and burn and then using on gray layers and using the actual dodge and burn tools. And I think it's because the luminosity, you're taking the color and then brighten it, rather than the other one where you're pushing the colors brighter and then you can get the saturation building up. But I think you have to be pretty extreme to start seeing these things, and you know, you can just take out the saturation. And anyway, yeah, I'm going to go for this. Let's bring it down to here. You can really see that the layers start to stack up. Now, if this was me now, I would just grab all these and put it in and say stage one and then do it, but I won't. And also, yeah, with the amount of layers that are building up now, I could argue that maybe it'll be slowing down, and that's why I put all these in a folder and mark them, because I can just turn them all on and off. Meanwhile, if I turn these off now, I sort of have to remember, oh yeah, I don't need it on from this point downwards, and yeah, blah blah blah. So let's brightness is all I need, actually. And yes, dodge. All right, so let's. All right, that's overdone, obviously. So now let's tone it back. Yeah, I don't need the dark one. Let's get rid of that. I guess we can just tone it down a bit here. So that's where we were. So we just need to bring it up a tad. Probably there. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, and I will just blur that filter, Gaussian blur, just to take anything. Yeah, it's so soft. I'll be happy when they make this so you can show it bigger, because it's quite awkward now. Anyway, just soften it, even though it probably doesn't need it. Yeah, that's perfect. Just lightens that up a bit. How long have we got now? I've got 8 minutes. So I will just do another adjustment layer, and then we just go into camera raw, and we just have a little play here to see if there's anything else that we want to do. But probably not. I am pretty happy with it. Like maybe we can just have a little play. Like here, you can see the blacks going down. It's a very and also in the corners here, you can if you have this on, it will show you when you have black like 0, 0, 0, and here white 255, 255, 255, and then you get an idea. Anyway, we're way too high there. Maybe I just want to come down 1. Just so I can feel like I've done something. It's still 22, 22, 22. Then in color, I don't want to mess around with that. Effects we've done. I don't want to sharpen up anymore. Color mixer, yeah, maybe. You can hear like this is very good if you want to like luminosity. You can bring up. I might just bring it up a tad. And then you can also bring up the reds and things like that, or bring it down. Like this is quite nice. You can. He's older, Dad. You're getting older and older. So yeah, and sometimes that's quite nice too. And I will do that actually a little bit. All right, and then what you need to do then is take it all back, so you haven't done anything. I always find it's better to just go a little bit too far. All right, I should not be on 100%. Let's go on 40. Let's see. Yeah, no. These are also subtle changes, but there is, like, I brought up his cheeks a little bit. Again, like, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the once it's gone through YouTube's, but it's just enough. Now I'd say that these this is more connected, the highlights here, and this is just a tad high just to pick it up. And also, yeah, I've brought out the skin veins, or I'm not sure what. I've brought them out a little bit. Sorry, Dad. But I think it just brings up a little bit more character. And but with all the editing, you can lose these a little bit, which can be. But I think like here, I'm still wondering whether I should take that out. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's there all the time. If it's there all the time, then I should take it out, or whether it's a little cut. And then, yeah. It's probably a phone call. Or when he sees it, I'll ask him, and then I'll find out. So we are pretty good. The last thing is, I saw this. So I just do the last little adjustment layer here, and we want to be on 30. Yep, and then again just here. It's still not enough. Yep, and then we're just going to go around here, and I saw a few of these little ends that I feel. Yeah, one thing I did not do, which I think I need to, is if I go to the hair layer, didn't mean to do that, and then I get the hairs, so I will get all these, I will copy them. Oh no, that's what did I do? All right, I need that. I will copy these, and then I will merge them. All right, and then I can take, okay, so now I've taken a selection. So I have that selection, so I deselect that. I will make another layer. It gets more messy as you go, and then I will I make another smart layer. Okay, and then this is the hairs that I need to make a mask on here, and then that can go. And do I still have the, so I still have them. That's good. What's this layer? Oh, this is the hair layer. What did I just delete then? All right, let's go back. Layer order. Let's manual hair. Okay, so let's duplicate this. Then bring this to the top. Okay, and then I already have it here, so I'm not going to lose anything. Now I can get this and merge it. Now, what's this? Oh yeah, these were what I was just doing, so that's okay. Then I will turn this off. I will get rid of this. I will make another layer. I will convert that, and then I will take my hair and I will make a mask. And then I will okay, yeah, it's good. Then deselect that. Then I will go into camera raw, and I'll add some noise to the hair. and it will apply it to it all, but I'm just applying it to the hairs. I could have just copied the hairs and put them on, but what I find then is I have to zoom in, and the transparent background, I don't think, maybe you can on this have a, no, I don't think you can, where I could, let's say I've just got the hairs on this layer, and then I want to add texture to it, but they need to be on the image so I can actually see the texture. Otherwise, it's so hard to see the texture in the hair. I think this is the only way, unless I'm mistaken, that you can actually see, you know, the grain. The hair's so thin, I wouldn't be able to see the grain on it. So yeah, I can add there, and then the size I can probably take down a bit, and then up the roughness maybe. Like something like that, and go okay. And then, yeah, obviously you see it's just adding the texture to the hairs, and it's just enough to like, you know, it's just, you know, it's, so it tricks, or maybe I'm getting away from the fact that I did, you know, I just drew them on and they're smooth. That's just a single color. Maybe I can even go higher. I think you have to go quite high with this to get it to notice. Yeah. So here you start. This is what what I did with Studio 100 when I had to, or actually. Yeah, it's pretty much the way that I would do anything. But obviously here we see the areas where it is not needed. So I'll have to take those. That's not right. I need to go on here. I need to be on black. I need to be on 100%. And we need to take those out. That's where I've filled in the background. I've done a lot of hair editing over the years, so it's too much here. You see that? So I would say it's too much there, but it's not too much. Just saw a hair where it was. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Is there anywhere else where it's drawn in? Texture, no. So here, yeah, it's too much. So I will tone it down a little bit, but just on these. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit too much all over. Maybe I just. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. It's minor things. You know, is anyone going to notice that? No. But hey, I had some time left. So it's all good. We're actually past the time now, but I am just going to do a few last things and finish it off on this one. So, and I highly recommend when you're editing, you know, your own work, and you can take the time, it's better to leave. Well, I do this with clients' work as well. I leave it a few, if I can, I'll leave it a few days and come back to it and just have a quick look before I sign it off. And then you've had enough time away from it to I guess have enough of a step back. As if you don't make it worse. Yeah, enough of a step back to notice anything obvious that staring at the same thing for God knows how long. You can no longer see the you can no longer see past that. You are just blind to the obvious areas. All right. So, but also I've come back to images years later, and then, like, you know, I could go through all these little dots and polish it up a little bit. But I really think that that's something I don't want to do. I think I can get carried away a little bit. Here I will do something though, where I'm, like I'm editing as a model and not as my dad, and still needs to be my dad. But there's lots where you can do. Like here, you could add a little bit of fuzziness from the hairs. And extend these and I guess if you're taking long hairs out, then there's always going to be a cut-off line, and it's better to re-put in those hairs as as they were. But like I really think that's good. Yeah. All right. The last thing is make another layer. I'm just going to call this noise. Is the eye there? Yeah. And then, if I'm editing normally, I just leave this as a layer and add noise, and that'll be done. But it's probably better to convert it. So if you ever come back to the next one, I have more of my family to edit. That last layer of noise is quite a nice way to connect them all, so they have a similar feel, and you don't have a more smooth or a smoother feel on one and not on the other. So if you have it on a smart layer, you can always see what you did. It would be nice if it would automatically put a note in or something like that, because otherwise these files get huge. There's a hair here that I'd probably take. Anyway, it's good. So yeah, now I just do a last layer of noise, but it's just like a really, it's hardly anything. So like maybe it's like 3, and the size is hang on. You have to zoom quite in to get there. Maybe there. Yeah, so maybe I'd overdo it like this. So this is like way over where I want it to be. And then I'll take it back. So I just take the opacity back to from nothing, just like probably like 22, just so there's a bit of noise going all over it, which will and I guess maybe you'll see it on here, like here. If I you should be able to see the whole image changes. Again, it should just tie it in. Actually, maybe that's a bit too much. These are solar curves. They used to be called, but yeah, just these adjustment layers where you really push the image in these weird directions. They're very useful. And if you have a solid color, let's say it has reds, you can just take the red channel and things like that. I have made those and I've used them, but I have to say generally I can get the same response of what I need out of just having these two. So that's it. I think actually Photoshop is thinking, no, it's not. The eyes, it would be nice if they were a little bit lighter. Maybe I just try that. Maybe, yeah. So how long? I'm over by 10 minutes. I know. So I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to actually, I'm going to stamp it just to make sure I've got everything. Then I'm going to take his eyes and I'm going to stamp that. I'm going to take that away just so I've got a layer to work with. And then I wonder if I might just push it in here. Let's see. There's not enough sort of information there. I think it's your eyebrows, Dad. They are taken away. Hang on, a color mixer. I'm going to take this little color here. I'm going to bring it up. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're going to do that. And we're going to go okay. Obviously, it's going to wipe out everything, but we obviously don't need that. We are just doing the eyes. Like the other way, before I've actually drawn on lines and then blurred them, and you can sort of create yeah, look at that. That is perfect. And then we just bring them out here as well. And this is what you'll find when you are good at Photoshop. You'll just try things, it's just, okay, I just try this, or try that. You don't really need to think too much about a tool. What tool do I need? Anything. That's not what you're doing anymore. You're knowledgeable enough to just be trying stuff. Anyway, that is, that's nice. That's probably a little bit too much. Let's just tone it down a bit. There you go. I made your eyes sparkle. That it would be nice if these blocks were white and up here, which you could do, but I'm not. It's starting to get ridiculously focused on perfection, which I don't need. So there you go. That's my dad, edited in, I don't know, 6-7 hours, something like that, where we've used pure editing as the editing technique. So really we're brushing on. I have used AI, damn it. So for the selection around the hair, it's damn good. And that's quite new. I think the selection for that has only been around a little bit. But still here, look, I see this here as a bit of distraction, and this line here as a bit of a distraction. And probably if I don't look at this for a few weeks, I'll load it up and I'll go, yeah, that actually, I'm I say this, but I am just going to do that. It's too much. It's too much. All right, hang on. Then it's done. I promise. Then it's done. Yeah, we're just going to tone it down, and just like we're at 30%. It's not much. It's not much. We want to keep it in there. Just taking out these little highlights. And a little bit of blending. It's like I'm not even touching it. All right, let's just come back because I want to keep it there, I guess. Yeah, Do you know what? It's. Ugh. Just gonna take it out here. Am I on? No, I'm not on. All right, let's start again. I know I've gone over the time. I know this is now going to be an hour, and I shouldn't be doing this, but I am. Yeah, that's better. But now, really, like the lag that I have now, when you're this, is you know, really. Well, I'll do it. No, I won't. Let's go down to 40%. So I'm taking the top end of your line away, Dad. You're getting younger now. I've made you look older by bringing out the veins, and now I'm making you look younger. And then here, I think that these highlights are probably making it stand out more than it should. Maybe that's enough. I can really only dot it. What I normally do here is just stamp it and then work on the top and turn all of this off. But like I know, then I guarantee that when I load it up, it'll take me so long to work out. Anyway, I'm just babbling. Okay, is that good? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. There's still like a harsh line here. Like really, if I was going, maybe it needs a little bit more blend in here, or this area bring out. But also, I think, yeah, and these two, like they seem a bit dark. But I'm leaving it there. I'm calling it done. Yeah, I'm calling it done. And I guess that's a hard point when you're really getting to these fine points of finishing it off, where you start like, yeah, it's all good. This is finished. It's finished. Leave it. But like here, you know, it would just, I could just blend it. Maybe it's a bit dark here, but I've stared at it for too long, I think, and I'm happy it's done. So Dad, yeah, there it is. You can have it on your wall. I've still got my mum to edit, my stepmom and stepdad. So yeah, I will try to get those done at some point. I'd like to do my brother, his wife, and his son, and all in the same style, but it's quite hard to get everyone together. I live in Belgium and they're in the UK, and also to get the lighting set up the same. Like I know the lighting set up, but it's very hard to get it. But yeah, it's all doable. Anyway, that one's done. I shall try to have my website with the portrait site, and this one will be on there. Yeah, other than that, probably just be on the video for a while. So yeah, there you go. That's how to properly edit, I would say, using AI to a minimum, and I'm noting it as it's pure editing. This is the way that you should edit, or people should edit edits that mean emotionally to someone, where it should be edited by hand and not just told what to do and churned out at the end at a click of a button. You will lose who that person is, and moles will disappear without you knowing. The skin would be, I don't know, maybe smooth too much. Masking would be too harsh. You know, images like this deserve more respect than that. And yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. If you ever made it all through, I hope you've learned something by watching what I do, how I do it, and I'll see you on the next one.